2 out of the 3 of the series. How does that feel overall?
I think it's big. It's really big for our girls. We won 5 out of the 6 games, and that's a huge turnaround for our program and for our girls. I think we just ran out of steam in the last game, and they expended a lot of energy in the run roll and scoring 16 runs that second game. So I think winning 2 out of 3 is a big deal. Unfortunately, we didn't get the third, and we felt like we had a shot at that. But looking at the positive here, it's a big turnaround for our program, scoring a lot of runs and good offensive production.
And whenever I saw that final score, because that's like the one game I didn't watch, I was surprised that y'all were down. So that's something that I was kind of going to ask you as well. You know, you are going to be playing another series this weekend, which we'll talk about in a second. But overall, that ignite and that fire that needs to get that third game won, kind of like what is the what's going on with the third game?
Yeah, we're trying to identify that. Is it we're pressing, we're trying too hard to finish, and we talk about finishing through the line. Are we trying too hard, or are we too relaxed coming into that game? I think the first inning seems to dictate a lot for us, and so having a strong start in the last game seems pretty critical for us. But we just made too many mistakes in the third game, and so I think playing really clean softball, we just know we have to play our cleanest softball in the last game of a series.
Next up, UT Arlington. You have just today really to prepare. You're hosting them. That is a future WAC foe for you guys next year. Kind of, so you're going to treat this like a conference game probably a little bit. So kind of what is that matchup going to look like with that game already being tomorrow and you're hosting them?
Yeah, it's a really quick turnaround. I think we're going to have a nice light practice today. Try to keep them as fresh as possible coming into tomorrow. UTA is a good matchup for us. We played them 2 years ago, and I think it's going to be nice going head-to-head with them. I think we have a lot of similar skill sets within our programs, and so being able to just play one game in a day will feel nice for the girls, and we're excited. We scheduled this with UTA knowing that baseball was here as well, so both of our programs will be able to go after our game and go support the baseball game. So kind of a fun opportunity with our softball program.
And then last thing, you have Tarleton. You're going to Tarleton this weekend. Same thing, 3-game series. Basically, you got to win the first 2, right, to get to that third one that you really need to vie for.
Yeah. The setup this year with our conference schedule is just pretty wild. It's challenging to play the same team 6 times, and you end up knowing your opponent really well, and so it's interesting to see who's going to finish it out, knowing that we both know each other really well at that point, and who has the most gas left in the tank, who has the most depth, and who's going to play the cleanest softball in the end. But yeah, we're excited to go to Tarleton, and nice it's not too far away, and get a nice series in with them.
It's a late doubleheader too. It's like 4 and 6:30 or something like that.
Yeah, but it's nice. I mean, we'll leave same day and get some BP in and play softball. I mean, really, there can't be a complaint here. We get to play a sport that we love and compete and represent the school, and so we just need to find the energy and compete well.
Was there anything that you saw this weekend that you were really proud of, like something y'all were working on, or something you just haven't seen from this season before?
I think our offensive production is really starting to ramp up, and they're starting to build off of each other's successes, and so many people just continue to step up. Coach Jess has done a really good job with our hitters and getting them prepared. And really, I look back and even that Texas A&M series, it did not go well for us overall statistically, but I think the offensive production that we had off of that pitching led us to confidence going into our series against Lamar. And I think our hitters are in a really good spot overall.
Who were some of those players you saw really perform well this week?
Well, Callie was on fire. Getting intentionally walked 4 times in a game is a pretty big deal. It was fun to put Lista behind her and see Lista really have her back. The home run in the first inning, that was awesome. Sadie's awesome. She's done so much for us this season and can really get a rally started. When Callie was able to hit, when they would pitch to her, she really capitalized. She did a great job for us. Sydney Kaiser came in with a pinch hit triple that scored 2 runs that was really big. Logan came up with a nice hit. Maddie came up with it. So there was just a lot of production out of a wide variety of kids. Randy is doing really well and making things happen when we need her to. So a lot of kids I'm proud of.
Yeah, so what was your mentality or like the team's mentality going into doubleheaders?
We just need to compete. We want to come out with a lot of energy. Really, our mentality is we want to win everything. We want to win the warm-up. We want to win the first inning. We want to win every pitch. We just want to win everything that we can. And so I think we want to take it one game at a time. But we need to learn how to close it out on the second game of a doubleheader and finish with energy now.
Did you ever feel a shift in between the two games?
Absolutely. The second game just it just felt weird coming out. It was hard to identify if it was we relaxed or if we were pressing, but it felt like we never really got into a rhythm. We made some really critical base running mistakes in the second game that really stopped momentum when we had base runners and we were in a good position to score. We had some really bad walks that put us in a bad position, and some defensive miscues where we weren't in the right position, and it showed. We lost the game.
Yeah. And then what are you looking forward to, or what do you want to accomplish at this next game against UT Arlington?
We want to play really clean softball all 7 innings. We want to win every pitch and stay really focused. I think that's the area of growth that I want to see from the girls right now. Can we focus every single pitch and stay checked in the entire start to finish of a game? And when we do, I think things will go really well for us. That doesn't mean pressing. It just means that we're extremely checked in and focused on what we need to accomplish at that moment.